Alright, so this is my Burning Abyss deck. Burning Abyss Skill Drain deck, along with the Infinite YUGIOH Skill Drain combo. So this is my Infinite Burning Abyss deck as well. So of course I got all 3 copies of all 3 Burning Abyss monsters. Sir has the effect to special summon a Burning Abyss monster from the graveyard. Grab has the ability to summon one from the deck. And Skarm has the ability to add a level 3 Dark Fiend monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase. Dark Resonator is a Dark Fiend, level 3. It's also Tuner, has the ability once per turn can't be destroyed by battle, and you can use it for synchro summoning. You create Gaia or Powered Insectron or Sirius, the Blue Wolf Lord, or YUGIOH Guardian. Signal Red, Construction Train Signal Red, Hand Trap. It's also a level 3. You can use it for synchro summon, exceed summon. YUGIOH, so you can recycle all your Burning Abyss monsters as well as your extra deck, so you can reuse them over and over again. So it's almost like having an infinite copy of all your monsters. So your opponent's gonna have a really tough time making you run out of cards and resources and just recycle them. Lightning Vortex, just to clear the field and activate the effects of the Burning Abyss monsters with it. Great Doll, Red Screen, the staples, you know what to do with them. Skill Drain, shuts down a lot of decks, and this deck is designed to play Skill Drain, but if Skill Drain is not on the field, then you get the effects of the added effects of your monsters. So damage. Wing Blast helps you get rid of any card that can't be destroyed by card effects. Plus, it could be used to slow down your opponent's draws, so it could slow them down the deck. Because once they draw it, I can spell or continue spell card. So you definitely don't want to bounce those types of cards, because they could just replay them and get their effects off again. You want to bounce back traps typically, because they have to reset them. But monsters out the target. Cool. It helps, I've used your monster graveyard, bring back any use. Goes well with or with Sir. You could bring back Graph with Call Haunted. Call Haunted gets destroyed. Graph goes to the graveyard. His effect will activate. You can bring out Sir from the deck. He's a nice little 1600 3-star. He gets defeated or destroyed by card effect. You can bring back Graph, and when Graph is defeated, so on and so forth. Of course, you can't use it more than everything works out the way you want. Way of recycle. That's typically what haunts is on. Sometimes I might go with Guardian or something. Zen good, 20 defense, so that's cool. Ungood is not a field, obviously. He acts like a mini exotic with level monsters. Again, Skill Drain, defense, Zen main. FVR, a nice little 1800. Without Skill Drain, he can detach and grab a level 4 or lower monsters move from play in case you want your Burning Abyss monster to move from play, or your opponent has a monster out of play. You might want to steal it, use it for your own advantage. Alucard, great for popping back well, or any set card. Decent 1800 attack and 1600 defense. Useful under Skill Drain. Gustav Max, 3000, 3000, just a good beater, but also if Skill Drain is not on field, you can detach material to deal 2000 points of damage. And of course, you use YUGIOH to make them. Gaia, Force of the Earth, just a good 2600, 6-star. Power Exectron, good 2500. When skill drain is not filled, when this card is synchro summon, this turn this card cannot be destroyed by battle card effects. Also, you take no damage. Since it said no battle damage, it says no damage. That includes effect damage, or anything similar to it. Skill drain, what about battle effect? The target 150, your opponent loses 20. You can use it like so that way these crane going great 2800 stick under skill drain. But without, he could be there stealing his monsters become yours. Especially if it's or like a sliddish or something, you know what I mean? Of course, the mills the better. If you can first turn where you can set it up. 2 is tays on the and get 6 mills off first turn. 3 is necessary. Skill drain 2500 is useful. Yeah, fire into the you can also go down with Sir and create it because when you Sir, they summon Sir, and defeat it gives you so it's like you'll down to Sir would be your sword. As a golem because he's like awesome thick and it's Malkel's popular just like that, but in this scenario the duel lasted 3 hours, over 40 turns, probably was over 70 turns, and it was just too much just because I only had one Dante, one acid golem, and I kept stalling with the Dante loop, right, defending with that, and kept trying to bring out acid golem to take down my opponent, but my opponent kept destroying them, you know, with cards like Mirror Force and stuff like that, or any other card they had, and it made it hard for me to take down my opponent's monster and deal damage and win the duel because I only have one acid golem, and once you took down acid golem, I really didn't have anything strong enough to take down my opponent's 28. Also, that's before I had the ability to synchro, because originally I had tour guide in here. I was experimenting, and this is the version that's better because tour guide is not in it, because it wasn't necessary, especially since skill drain tends to be in the field a little bit too long. Not many people can get rid of it fast enough, so tour guide was useless, but Resonator definitely has better use because at least I can synchro into something, at least a 2800 that I can bash into my opponent's 28. That's the thing, I was going up against the 2800 and Astrocon was the only one that's just strong enough in my extra deck to contend with him. So by throwing in a tuner, I have access to slightly stronger monsters with much better effects. So I'm not limited to just the rank 3. And that's the end of the deck profile.